Yo abusia enen so yeda foforo. I sometimes look at us. Na mebisa me ho. Senti obia e cash out on us. Bisa say yen so. Eden ne ye a yen so ye benya bibi kakra bi. Ne yen so ye de ahwe ye ho. Okọ Russia. There is this toy there. Toy na e wo honom na a very shiny toy. Obi a wakọ Russia bia obi edu wo pese otobi. Your culture. Omo de abadan wa baye aye toy inti se culture nipo ni mfaso omo a omo ton enya bibi wo edi abusia me bisa se yen eden ne ye ho se mo hu mu fake movie no omo de abre mu no ana mu te comment section na mo so ma ya addicted se mo hu se no so omo twi sika firi mu ho omo twi sika no ma say yi mu attention so afi mu abrabo so no ma say yi attention so afiri de wo mu so omo koso atrape mu omo gusoa de mu hye cages ahodo mu mo say fake movie no say omo de mo am story set any uti any hwan any toads ene no omo de aye na mu guso and omo kuro mu fompo omo ntua sika hwe abibifo tua sika hwe nti say de omo de mo am story ni nyina ye toys mamo nti knowledge no omo de aba forma to extend say anka mo am betumi aboa mo ho nanso so mo hwe ne sen abusua. I sometimes ask myself, so all this work that I am doing constantly, some people have decided to bother me and sometimes come into my comment section to say all manner of things. The omo be say any threats and nobody, I don't even care. And don't look at this as a complaint. I want to tell you something. Sa niyamani na mibisa say like to what end? Da ben enko sisen ne krakra ne sen awieye ne ye den potin ne nipa ehwehwe. If I have made such extensive downloads, metinasio ena mebre ena me can to get to this level no enye chicken change. I don't have a group. Obi entu ahwe ma me monthly me nya hwe eye me ena me invest. You can ask all your spiritual people, say ye easier anka YouTube channels omo bi ye nkomo to me keep and omo to me hold ye be ye pe eye TikTok because of one day you get coins. Say ye easier to me bisa me ho say me bra me ho na me fasa na legi nyina have the gift of seeing things differently. The way amimi hwe me niama no eye different kra. The other day I was talking to my boss and I make a chere ne say Mrs. Tutu and a catcher me say me fa me businesses ni bi mbra social media no so na ebinu mu behia me moa ana omo behia niama ni bi ato because wo koto dan na yesi to ya 30% ansa na wato a ebi a wo betimi o but 30% na wo betu ya nti wo bon say ahinda o afi na wuntimi nto eno na be ma wo bekọ akoto asase akoko landguard na efe be wi ase no na wo lusu ni nyina nti opam chew ena me di properties ni nyina me di begu abonting. So I was telling my boss to say I have realized something. Sebe obi a oyare, sebe obi a asemato no, sebio obi a ohiahia no. I have come to realize say omo understanding any how to communicate with them far different from obi a owo into business. Because I belong to these two places. But me de business ne beto platform no so na me hu say a different approach from the way a nkrofo bi no mo ehu niama bi efa. Enti se me hu niama differently na se me ka bi a kyerɛw because wo hwe Ghana din a wutu say 5-10 years to come ya hwa ekuro ni fa bebu agu. This is the fourth time I'm saying this. Inti me freye nyina say the way aniama ekono ya hwa 10 years no ye hu ni papa bia wo kronim sebe kafra che ye mani nyina be ya abodanfo sebe kafra mo fa nche me because ye niama sebio fa che me eyi omuni pasu afiri omumu nti me say okay eniama a me hu nie the way I me approach ni nie said ya mente ase nie etie nie nti mo me yemfa ntoto ne yentwe se ebetimi ayiyi bi afiri mu ne etumi de aboa ye ho a and I decided not to keep them to myself but to share them eniama a me hu ni nyina me say mo ma yenche ne yemwa ye ho na he ya na ye wo why are you angry or bothered ibisa when you complain like I and I'm a kind right now my videos cry me ni control was bi cause oko TikTok a meja ipa mo say me nko ho obi an use bi wo ho the only thing I said me say who use bi wo ho no obi be can be say ye ton book those things I try and I mean let them know say ye ton book I mean any ade obi de ye twatesa defending inti me nko TikTok ho nanso oko TikTok na obehu mi video bebre chen obi a video den ewo ho abusuade na me pa akire me ye bibi na nipa nyina nyamfaso den ewo ho me ni control wo me video no so mpo na makase me betena abeko a complain because baby kura o comment no kura mo tro o kura wu platform ni bi kura me nim didin but I have realized that for most of our religions people were born into it into to me be so almost say apart from ade a wo kan ni ye ready ma no ni a wo ma me introduce ma wo ankasa wo bisa free bishop so e de kosi osha so ontumi yi anoda dia wo kan ye ene nia wo maame ana wo papa ka kire wo no wo ankasa nso so e de na wahu ontumi yi anoda obi na di ni shame bibi nti no shem ebi wo som no mu because nkrofo beboa no ebi wo som no mu because owu a omo besie no titire no na ye meja one ti ankrofo ewo esum no mu obi wo sum no because oye wedding ankrofo beba ne maami wu omo beba eden ti na wo sum mu na dia ye introduce ma wo no wankasa eden na wo so wahu wo ho nti o ka na yawo natum na obeto ye na anu no nim nti ose onye hu bibi but come to think of it no ye nananom kra po no omo abrabo na omo bono sa abrabo no ne ye bo sesi ye debi in fact ekwaya no mo fa so wu kura sa na ye wu sesie dabi ye bibia ye different aya na me wonder omo so omo kofre omo nana no wa be ye bibia momo no aya na me bisa say is there any gift your ancestor can leave for you more than moja eti wu mu ni wu no so ani ni no so se ni ufuru meto ani furu maso ana because wo na wo ha na wo to na brabo no so ama nanim ate enti hwan banie woni masomasi nana no ono no ye ese no ono no ye ese ono awawu na okono wo kofre ne no kra na de na ode bebre wo no ode brewa from horse to netie dan ode brewa wo de ye den ibisa ode brewa wo de ye den ye nananom na omo awu kono omo yamu a se nkanye se ye wuwu ni ya do wuo na ena nka ye ni wo ye ho so anka they will talk to you no maka to say enye we wo beto ye de ne nso ye wo kwa anka nye se ana ye be ye no se dia mo asesa dan asesa musu asesa mu bia no sa ana nka ye nso ye be sisem at this point I ask so omo ka nananom a omo ka nananom ahemfo nananom atrankonwa nananom akonfo nananom ena ndua na omo asensen na esi wo no so omo frɛ ne nananom Pacho Revelations platform is open. Ye pesa oba na obekere ye. Nananom numu akodu woni mfaso asebe benefit ye wo won. Eno ye another topic for another day. They came to meet their grandfathers in that religion. Obiya from Islam to their kekeka ho. And so they grew a natural attachment to it. Obi eni wo beka kire me so ono ohun say just obi ono so owo we mu no wapone ne ho just like the Catholics were there and a Protestants no so ba ye and obi ba omo tetetete omo ho a be si ne ti ase ese Roman Catholic na ye asoro ni nyina papa ene ne maame obi grow attachment to it. Therefore the simple truth of this universe which has been hidden it's not their problem. It is a wo ya wadwen sa wo pesa wo ka bibi kire obi a dia wa attach no ho to no eno an okitamu didenden in actual fact ono anim se ade na oye no ohu so mfaso ono ankasa nim pefe se ade na oye no ohu so nanso okitamu didenden na the bad aspect of this whole thing no ne say We are not living the same way. Na makacho owu kura ye mu the same way. Inti ade inti na de a wona na de jawo. And in natural fact or di jawo mpo. Ade ye di to ogina ane so. Ye di owu threaten no na oje ye. Said the awo wasenhye. Wa ba beto a wo nso wa bekita sa ade enimu a. Inti se wona na no wawu ampa na se mu omo wo hɔ said the amu claim se mo kɔ from na. Wo from obebu wa na so obeye woden. The way wona nanom lead your life no enye sa na we lead your life. In fact, from car, air condition, even that make can the way you kura enye sa na you. They are intoxicated by will. Omo abu ensa no atom. Eye to de bia. Eye awereko san wodwen obibini ho a na afa why derailed. Like who ni awonyo wo biom. And for some reason, it is good. Some people are far better off not being awakened. Omope, di omode amaye ne yemfa ne sa me kai say, emra na me wo TV so no. Me pon one day I spoke about I think the book of Enoch or something like that. And also for baby friend me fi Kumase. Say asam no kra na omo say yen mba ma yen kabi. And o mama ye kwan ne ye ka kakra. Wo ya ade ye wano ate. And so the enfa book of Enoch could be and the Bible no cry and kind ye. The omo dia bre ye ne me enfa ne sa. Na man yi na no me ye din and na me ko bie ni page na me share ne wig in the skirt. And na me hu say she's not worth it. Nti me ignore. No wasan afre biom. Che so oba ba kire me tire bie. Me yi bi ma na nkasa. Ai nega bi abegina and a down way na mo town na a down smart home dear who here as a munsisi normal homes nam say obi a won the clientele and now when I'm cutting some massa corner koda afa na wo ba wiase a obeye we ne sika na ye de to down we obi bag a wato ekura ne nsem jeje. Social media is doing something. No, social media is teaching something huge. Se si emi ye sure say sebi o wu ni nyansa. Enye bibia na obeka no social media enye bibia na obe show no social media ka kire wo say ye wiase bia enumpo esese wo adapt to it another story for another day. But ye de ye se de ye nya na ye penisa momye de da sa they must sleep and serve the system ya jiatu ya ye ho te say sabio story bi na wo na ye say slave masters no de enkoa ne gu ho. And omuyi ba kujina nipa dom no omu say thousands of people. Omuyi nipa ba kujina anim no omu di to oni shootu no wo anim. And omu de empty to oni twere wall no. No omu ja omu ho. Eko instead so omu be sori adwane no. Etu na twere wo nti no omu nyina atetew. Ye condition ni de abeduru nie. Abusua. Therefore, their minds have created a defensive from accepting the key to opening their eyes to the realities of this planet. Inti wiase na yetimu no, yetimu ti se ahokwo sebio kafrache facha me. Yetimu ti se sebio nyansampo, ebi enye den, eni yetirim. Ye pedi omu introduce ma ye no saa. Inti untumi ha wo mpo se wo ne omu kasa na waka atro omu mpo se nyame. Ti next se nka. Ese wo ka wanu tum na wo ja omu na ko omu ye de omu pe. Enu ni ye nyina yetimu, enu na ye nyina ye brei, anka a whole African continent. How do you call it poor continent? Wa wo dwen ho ampacho e make sense. E den na mo bi ahotoso. E mani timi biye na no. E kan say Africa a poor continent. Yenso yaje atum. If some people get conscious and see that we are living in a true prison planet, and there is no reality of a promised heaven or 7 virgins when they die, that fact alone might push them into a lasting depression. Into koka we pay. Mote aha asase sui. Aha no kura mote no. Sika mo wo nyina hwan na watumi aware Arabian princesses ne ba akokora de aba Ghana. Musika mo wo nyina echi. Munya honest with yourself. Se muko deep into these things and then ya amu. So obi be ma mo heaven. Asofo ne nam kurom ha. Se ma de omo nko mo anuntum. No omo ntena se na me ma ne nkyerechire omo. No omo quote Bible de amam. You see the first female archbishop of the world waba. When the way amuni ni twa pictures mu gine ho. Na se mu hu picture no so a ensheki mo En kan kyerɛ mo sɛ de ɔmo de ntoma bɛbobɔ mo ahemfu ni kom. Ɛde ɔmo kɔ gyina dua ase ɛwɔ nsuo ho. Ɛde blackboard si ɔmo anim sɛ ɔmo kyerɛ ɔmo ade no ɔmo twitwa pictures ɛde kɔ bobɔ saa museum no wɔ saa kuro no so no. Ebia na mo yɛ ne yɛ pictures na mo twa ne nyinaa. Ɔde kɔ na mo ankasa mo abisa mo ho sɛ ɔbɛyɛ ɛdɛn ɛwɔ ha. Eniama ɔmo de mo ayɛ nyinaa na waba na ɔbɛcheck. Ehini ye way at this era are grown-ups, African men, giants with balls. Omu chicha picture no munse gugu omu echi so sad. And when you are talking about these things now, and American say, Sabio sa wa wusha obehu se nye hwe nti ne ye nye odo e ne ye wo wokuru ni ho a. Anka ye nye. Ade na mo ye the benefit ni ye den. Just mo ye adwuma mo bi slavery na ye polished. But ye can't de way actually why you depressed because eno na wa adjust wo de life nyina akoto so. This simple choice wo be ye. This simple decision wo be ye say ade we me nya biom se se me hwe me ho no abeye te say a curse e de amani pa bi e wo kuro nim. Na nye nipa bi so keke nipa titi gate we no ano no. Omo na omo akodi yen ase akodi yesoro enti se wo pie fim na ne omo abekasa na omo ba bekum. Therefore, when it happens that no matter how we teach and share the secret of the universe for the liberation of people's minds, say I do say be liberating nipa na dwene a, yet they decide not to wake up. Omo sorry. It is not an issue of foolishness. Admit yourself. But a safety precaution mechanism created by your brain to protect you from the truth. I'm telling you this from usher to bishop, from imam to sheikh to whoever. Say ye took one year kwa abontia, ye who said ye wahana ye waste of time. But I mean to me, Tia says, to me took one a cotton jalabia. Now to me touch it. But I do know Mukitane de won't to me fabbing to the any mumba and be ye changes. Eti kromuha, assassi way so. She's on go dining in chance to die a call. Ko Dubai koshe, the Omayaho, Nyamikuro ya. Saying na ye dream. And then plan na yewo. We have more than what they have. They are building their community, they are building their country, they are building their life. Almost prepare for generation, you know, the young ones coming. And then na yen yetis adie we mu ayede ye. Ebisam we ye question. O kasa asem we chire nipa. What sheds adie wo ni trim. O dis adie we ache ni trim obibini. Ama maame mu se maintenance nso waba. Oye mu bishop ema mo hwe asofo ni nyina omo ayedin Maame Grace asem eno na betre ni nti eno na mo beka ada na mo bi so mo question say Bible say e man ntina say na ye den no ba be di mo so a waba mo gina mo twa picture ni nyina ebobo ho at this era na bia ye wey the same way when Queen Annie every Crawford worship ni mu na ebinom say ye de ye nko ye de ye srem o nipa 20 ye braveness already nature. Who say nipa adding? So when your religious doctrine becomes you, so woman religious doctrine be ya wa. So much that when someone criticizes your religion, you want to go and attack them with knives and guns. Or you curse others because they challenge your religious status, or say ye wuso yam robber and spiritual strength, or be criticized. Say what? It is not because of anything. And ye be enti na nipa te ya ye kasa na make kire no senka ye duane ankiyada. E ye dien ankiyada. Kasa ye de wunuane ye new. E na make no ye ntina ha sei. Ni ye ntina na ye ntwa tro nkire ye ho cause deep down in your heart you know what you are doing is nothing, it's not working. It doesn't make sense, you know. Abusia, your brain is lying to you to protect you from suffering. Waje atum so Kristo ni amane edoso sa asase so de wo nom nsa na wo nom wine na wo kɔ heaven ho nom a wo be nom wine na no wakɔsoro abɛhwe oba ya ase nyansasɛm existential crisis emu na yewo ye penisa because ye wo baabi a ye kɔ ti di omo beye mbia say ye kɔ na say heaven wo ada na asase omo atoto no kurom na omo property say wa omo asoma so omo be cheke when ye tu wadwe agina to say obibini dwen all you need to do this me nye biom say me se nyame wo a me nso me ne me nkrofo me kwa akɔhwehwɛ no ye nyame a me nso ɔte sɛ me na say nyame na ma me so maturo paper wa inspire me na me so maturo book na me so de akɔgye me nkɔgye mpo a me de abɔ me de ho ban adwen wei obi ka kyerɛ abɔne be ne waka. I did an editorial specifically on this called cognitive dissonance. You can watch it on the channel. I will let management stitch that video on this particular episode. Mankra krebi akwaba. At the bas spiritual wadumedie so. I'm always Maame Grace. Mama yendi nkomo. Se nene edi ka waba emo akwaba. Aha yeti yenton hwe. Yeni group, yeni asore, yeni bibia, ye frefre ye hu ye bode wuro. Enyane sunsun a eti ye mu. Na 20% ni yen saka omotimi liberty African continent, because we don't need much. All we need to do is to say never again. We no go do again. Go back. Yes, you better na ya di. Na fe omo asebio, omo adwene no ajame ni yetuetue bi ni yasesabi. Na ya page ya maybe mo pagative ni ahwe de de beba. Mo wakwa aba, mo mayen din kombo bi ene. I believed you, I believed you, I believed you, I believed you. I send you love, I send you love, I send you love, I send you love. I send you strength, I send you joy. I send you joy, I send you light, I send you pure light, I send you pure energies. I send you light, I send you help. I send you that shoulder. I send you that joy. I send you that joy. I send you that help. I send you love. I believed you. I believed you. I believed you. I believed you. I do not bless you. I believed you wherever you are watching me from. I believed you. I do not bless you. And I send you love. I wish you a nature day. And I welcome you to another episode of A Spiritual Hour on this platform. I am the voice of our ancestors. They speak through me. They smell through me. And they drop every particle of information through me to us. I love you lots. Call me Kasongo. Call me the goddess of Akabulan. Call me anything that you love so much. Bibi eda wakoma so. Wa wo hwe me a said ya wo hu me. Edin bi a wo pe bia na wo de ama me. Obetumi afre me manye na bole. Gaya obetumi afre me na dromo manye na dromo ofenu. Omse me chen be ma. Ai obetumi afre me say din ni nyina meje so. But de da makoma so. Ene se wo be sori agina wo nanso na wahwe wo hu na wahwe golden liquid na enam wo mu no se yese wo be ko heaven akonante wo gold so na se sa liquid ne na enante wo mu a wo buru gold no a enam fom no so enti nka wo de yemfa gold asase endaadaa enti me pese wo hu nipa ko a wo ye na masra wo aka kira wo se wo ti abonten wa everything is pointing to us. So omo mpe ye ho. Wo hwe de we ye mba ne ye na wo betimi ehu pa. And I say wo ba ha no nso a omo wo ewe a omo ma ye dream the way ye dream the way ye behave the way ye behave. Enti no kura ne ntimi nya adwuma wa ha. Enti menante se ne me kasa bebrebe nyina ne se busue. 10 years to come say ya nya bibia. Your generation ni be ye mobo. So we obi a wo sheda nante na hu de we fa odie sex omo ye na se wo te nkrofo na omo kope security adwuma no dodo omo si omo wo HIV. I can say this with confidence, and 90% of us Yen na ye wo HIV. Because your sexual life, there is nothing like faithfulness in it. Dia wawari di obi. Di odi ni so nim so wo yere nti onu so di obi. Ti ye di ye hu in chains. Inti HIV no ye chiche in chains. Na nye HIV pe. Nyade wade bebre wo hono mo assignments ni bebre wo hono ma eye sex na ma no mo ho ye memobo. Oti aware ni mu aye hu bibi. Hwa wo ho so. I feel like saying this also, Mr. Rao. So we your bema na wo yere a offend wo stepchildren or mo offend wo e kwan bi so a Mr. Rao ma akoma mbra from na fache. Ye wu ayetan. Pain bi e wo mu wo ni wukunu ana wo yere ntam Mr. Rao. Fache na obu fufufu a 2 years obu bejo. Men ya men say enwie na wanu hu na afi wasan aba na ebia obeba no na intruder na oba afi wo no abaji fi. I'm just saying this. If you are watching me right now, se wukunu a offend wa fache no kono wo kone ne nkasa se muntwa so. Se wo yire so na offend wa, please do so na ye wudodo. Se si e moma ye hwa aduane a ye di ni ye ndodo ye mu ni ye save souls ni ye nsusun prisika bebrebe. Eno meye episode one day, I just feel like telling you this. Moma ye ma asumdue emre fie ho. Mesre mo a. Me man krankra bi akwa a spiritual hour. Today we are discussing THANATOS. Topic nesu. But me breaking it down where we no obete me ase. This episode explores a mind-bending idea. Universes existing within other universes. We have macro universe, we have micro universe. Jesus said something. He said, I and my Father are one. Obiya so religion o womuno onim se wiase foforo bi e wo ho. Obiya nim se wiase bi ti wiase bi mu ene wiase bi so ti wiase bi mu. Na se ye ka ni se nya ye be kyera se sen e ma obibini etimi atenas ate ase because ebi ate ase e na omo explore. Enti wo de atena ha na she jalabia na fa kenten chebutu buti. Ani nyina aso anya wo na wo ye na fatuo kope Maame Grace so wo beku because of the to me ntiase amanfo ahuni ama bebre na omo abie mu na omo explore nya niama no na omo de bremu ana mo ato se ye papa se enye papa de omo de bebe bia mo beji e na mo de mo ayam adwen se mutim Bible ni mu eno nko ana munim eno nko ana wo ho mutim Quran ni mu eno nko ana munim eno nko ana wo ho wuti gold so e wa asase so lithium gallium bibia e wa asase we so wuti su tefu e na obi fi ni kurom na obesi mosque wa ha ma wo eye japade ma wo nti mo me entena. But let's explore how this theory works in our new age of religion, spirituality, a new age awakening. I want to have a conversation with you because until we get to this level, but the core idea is nested realities. Meaning a world created within another world, like a set of Russian nesting dolls. And I'm di kan kai no e your culture but obi obekọ Russia bia tobi obi aniwa wakọ Russia want to say who nim what Russian nesting doll ya o dey just Google and read it. It's a common something but me person me dey ye bibi e ka kire wo nti se nka yenso yetumi de odo so no a esi yasene ni mpo tumi ye bibi asebio e di sikaba dan say aware asem nko an ye solve ya na nka ye nka how nice na ebe ye se maami we ya waba obe check niama nkrofo aye yire goduru mu asase no so no mada ne statue ka mutwa mo nwa na mutwa mo hyew na e ba no wada ne statue no gina no wo hu se ye bibi nti obi anka na no ntum because se woje wo ho na woje wo yere se wusi da ama wo ho na wusi da ama wo yere na wusi da ama wo ma na de owo wo hu ni ni ahoto a ye nyina ye ni anida so se wote ase. Say yentumi stop omo de ye fa kwan bi so inframa ye home ana me ka kire no they have control over our skies, our stars, our moons inti wo se wo ye den ana me ka kire da no ye nyina ye nkola hwe stars ana hu osoro hu ni say biem. They have control over everything including inframa ye home. The other day na obi ye na no tebre wo Maame nka British Airways no be na no tebretebri wu uti obi plane ye tena mu eye ma na wafa spray no wabeka kire say wu ye yi akatawa no e na wafa spray no na o spray ne fi no digum usi a wo Ghana Airways akofo nti you bet ye kom di na be why are you spraying this na me show lady ni di na mza the first time I utu kwan na wo pese wo show den wo ye ombe yi wasi a wontumi nya hwe baby a ye level no woni ni is so sad it's so painful so what to kwan na se wakọ boarding gate ahodo a se wo tu kwan ya free Ghana na se wo to waso fa ne se wo tu kwan na bia wo kodu America wo kodu UK na wo to waso a hwe boarding gate na wo fo ato waso ni plane na wo fo no hwe se de etie na se wo ba Ghana nso a plane na wo fo no ni baby a wo boarding gate no wo no hwe se de etie. Listen, you are dealing with an intelligent enemy who is not fighting with you with a gun. When you say no who or cow no who, into your see nyansa wo too much. Na me hwe. Emfe ho. Wo kokun wo plane mi so wo obey you wesi to me nya ne hwe. Obe delay wo, on to me nya ne hwe ba ne kuro mo delay obi pe. Obema ni bibi. Obetua no on wasting the time. So wa call mo embassies wo ho no ma se wa hu se ne hote. Wo call mo embassies no wa mu se na mu gina awia ni mu wo ho mu di lies. Ami fancy ana mo masem de ye ka asem we ya kire mo ne ye de ye ne ya sifom ne ya ye bibi. Sebe se ye ntimi nya na ye ne omo nya pempo a ye ti ye fie ye de ye ho. Oba ye nso ye tumi a kire ne say hey. Esi emu amako school kro mo so mudi land na mo nko school ansa na mako kro. Se me se me complain ma me koma beti. Enkrofo wey omo culture omo aye ne doors. A scientist creates a miniature universe inside a small battery. This tiny universe contains billions of living intelligent people. It's only Africans who feel so omo nyame ntumi mfiri omo mumba. Omo de debi ya bo omo se nkoa. Omo ade atum. The scientist convinces the tiny people that he is a god because identity the bema obetumi aka kire nkrofo so no ye nyame because we create bibi. He gives them technology that generates electricity. Into no ka kire so ye nyame o ma wo kanea there are evidences. They think they are powering their own wealth. But the scientist secretly steals most of the energy to power his car. So be a nyame wo so a eyade eso. So obi eye nyame e wo so a eyade a eso. Enti se wo kwa akonsum obi na ohu na wo da fom na wo yesenya eyade a eso. Kwadwen humi nye ready. Inside that tiny universe, another scientist eventually grows smart enough to do the same thing. Obi ye bi we bi echi. Obi ye bi we bi echi. People keep exploring, they keep growing. Inti yen bisa ye ho say yen abibufo no yete yam. Don't tell me we are not intelligent and we cannot grow. Bibi ye ekoso wa bonti wo bi ye from sports, from music, yen na ye mani amanisi. Asat ha wa ye bete ye ho. Ni yetimi aye ne ya ma ye de aye ye ni na ye bususami. And no nabaye bususam looking like a curse, looking like we should not even look there, not to think of trying it. Until yet what you train obi abeye bibia ma. He creates a second, even smaller universe inside a battery to power his world. Bibia amount for explore. When creators realize their own creations are doing the same thing to someone else, they face a crisis. So when we say the identity. If you can create a universe, you might be a small creation inside someone else's battery too. And to someone, semu feeling po. Say nyame ne bo wiase, ne nyame ne beye bibia, nyame ne befa wakọ heaven, wabo wa ba wiase for a purpose. Usu create wiase ni bi wa he. Na wankasa ye comfortable e. Usu create bibi ma wo generation e. Yet the end of the year, nananom jaye no kra ye ton. Obroni beduka sesia vantage point asase obenya to one time. Wo koto no mu so ye bibi ni kra mo fa ma. Opese wokọ baabi na akọhwe secret bi wo ho. Omo mfa ama obroni du ya na omo di ama. As at a curse that is sitting on us. I don't know how to put this. And I don't want to be emotional either. Me for the past 2 weeks now, 3 weeks, 1 month now, me okay. E fe na nyame adom. Mo na mo kan yo na me ka bi. Ye kakra. Nti bo sa na pa no twa wo red dress na nwumire metwa wo blue. Just say there is light to be coming. We obi a unim color. Maybe you will do this and you will understand. Yes, some ne mobo. So what do we need to want to share nipa from mpanin so the besi mofra. Na eye wo se su. Fa ntoma bo wo yem nesu. Sha sama me ne mo ken. So obi a creative wiase bi ama yen. Yen so yen creative kakra e. E wo wiase ni mu e. At least yen show de ye betimi aye. Ana yen ntimi nye hwe. Yen show bibi keke na Nyankopon ba wam se yen so ye betimi aye bibi. Pato we boni bi wom. Ni boni bi ewom se Nyankopon bende na okowura asore da mu ho na osi ade a mo ye ya mo betumi di akwa heaven nyina mo mfa mbra mpa mo chode na mo de beba cause heaven mo mfa ka anko mo mfa dan nko mo mfa hwe nko ho no wa hobua ben na waye is biblical wo de be ko heaven ho chiro wo comment section ho se Nyankopon ba from bishop sudi kosi osaso a mo gu asore da mu ho mo gu eyi mosque ho so Nyankopon ba na osi ade ba ako wo kita wo de ko heaven e wo hia eden na wo be show nti obi ensa obi enso de obi eye bia usu betimi aye bi enunti na say spirituality is everywhere omoma spiritual news obi akopi bi obi eye bi yes because we create bibi emma bibi spectacles emma na ya akondo nti obi efili so betumi aye bi this is the world nti e before yemfa ye religion ne ye bible ne ye heaven emfa ntoto mu ne yembisa ye ho se eden na ye create wo de fa ne so omo na omo create ye nsoso ye den apart from follow ye den. Therefore what crisis could arise from being awakened to and understanding the parasitic agenda of the world we live in. Said ye be hu sad ye we na be a problem. What will be the crisis of knowing we only exist to work and produce energy for entities to feed on? Imagine you have a toy box and inside it are living toys. Or you build a tiny toy robot to spin a wheel and generate electricity. So you won't have to pay bills again. Fanisa why ye bibi say Mr. Wa Fanisa. Ankama ye say ni maybe mpo wa sorry one sorry for ntia bill. At least we had some evidences. The tiny robots get tired of spinning the wheel for you to get free electricity. So the robot builds an even smaller toy robot to spin a wheel for him. Well, they be developing what you people call shock absorbers. Obia was alternative. Obia was spare. Mo edena mo. Mr. Moa. Ma bompa yenisa you and I know say nothing happened. Eden bium na nkamobe. So you become the father in heaven. Your robot spinning the wheel for your free electricity becomes the son. And the robot now becomes the Holy Spirit. Triple world of 3 body problems. The Trinity. That is not even in the Bible that you disturb people with at the Bible school and in the bus. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. I explain this way multiple times. Everyone is just making the next set of smaller servants to worship. Serve and do all the hard work. What are we doing? Yes, but it also makes you wonder. What if the God of religion is just a bigger universe outside yours who built you to spin a wheel for them? Jesus said this, and it is biblical. Onyankopon se wa bought to say ni suban ene ne seso. Enti so no ye God a wo so ye God a so no kofo ma wo kwili no. E na wo de wo te wo se wo nya hwe. Wo twen bien. So your entire life is about spinning wheels? Me bisaw se sie na wo so ye Kristo ni no kra no options amama wo no eno kra wo si wo se nka wa charge wo mpa nti nka wo de wo wiase a wo ba nyina wo be spilly wheels wo ye spare tire me ka sem bi a kire no mpese wo tie ni ye mame first wa fail kra dada se wa hu se wo ye second robot even the God na wo claim se wo som no onu so be hia wo mo a na wa charge wo na se ni jakofo ma wa kwili ama no eno kra wa fail na se wo hwili mpa ama na nti wo be hwili ama obi hu nkwanda nyina na eno so ye question e before baby ye nyina ye gina nya me nkwa na me gina o ebi mpa na me baby me gina no pom ye a bit better than you me bisa baby ye gina ni ne ye komu eni de wa ye dwin ne ya dwin se nsemmone ane ye ni gye ho eno ane ye be ye me pamocho wo ye da atrete sen se wo ye obibini a wo ye Ghana ni a ha na me fire nti wo hwe Ghana pa na wo hwe 10 years a sen na wo fili ibisa everything you do what dey wo chiche nkrofo na ase whether you are happy or sad the wheels spin when ya brabo na ibisa you give birth or not the wheel spins you have sex fight go to concert go to school or not the wheels spin. Be rich or poor, eat or don't. All exists to make someone get free energy from you, an African. Sometimes I'm so frustrated, I'm so sad for us. Enya mi wo. Nan aya mpese mi bisa asem so na mi ntumi bisa. Ye ntumi set up system. We have intelligent people here who want to go and learn. Na nkrofo omo yi skadi bi wo baabi na omo dey sponsor nkrofo na omo ko masters no 37,000 pounds ne dey keka kan 1 year na omo tua na nipa no ko okwa a ida omba biom so ban so a obe produce de ben wa ha nti ade na okosua na so mfa so ye dan abusua from prepaid to car foreign number plate na ebobo card ni nyina de aye na moye ne ha nti nkrofo no mo send mo san wasa sika ne de ko na omo koye a na omo moja omo maka ho omo ba so omo be ye da ye nkreti hwe wa ha yeti Ghana ha yeti ha nkranka se ebi mante brofo ebi mante mo so omo nkosua Chinese ni Arabic wo school me bisa se eden strings na ya omo puli get it to you people to understand these things. Bibisa eya rehwa ma wo dwen wan to na akọ kanso so a na anadwo mu beku oba ne na enye boko sa bibisa me ho se aden nti ya mpese like ye betwa ntra ma ye twantra ma ye yan so ye ho how wa so yo otrofo ko twa ma nkrofo is okay but wa so twa ntra ma wo ne no so na e kasa yi ede na e ha ye Chinese kasa somebody sua na wakoye adwuma amom nkrofo we a omo ye even limited in language omo ni kasa krom ntumi nka bi omo pushia e de omo ni baba. I'm not a bitter woman, but I'm trying to tell us that everything bibia ye hwe who is giving out all these things. You and I know who you be utu kwan na wo ko China. Now so pesa wonu aga na aduane wo ho wo pesa wo bie company na se China for nkam na enyom no mu die ni ma wo nye you and I know nipa we yo mu twa wo kra na o ma prepare mu ne I don't know the omo de yamo a omo nya so much ekwan social studies e wo school ma burning it down e de aba arami yenkosua Mohammed twa ho dwie na yenkosua Jesus na shawa oboye eno na yenkosua ewo ho na yen ye tui ene ya brabo ne ye culture mo ye fim sese nkola no ko school kro mo ntu mirika bi mo mbobbo bi mo jai bibia na fe die mo ba ara ni ma ye mo de ama Mohammed mo de ama Jesus sese mo sua China na mo sua Arabic ewo school ho how many children in your school no mo kan gan e ka tui ebu mu be Bible cry German na translating the tree one he fa na ye way at this era, knowledge, cheap, easy, wo baby, ya did that na ye woo. Way, and I make natural. Tell me, a dear macan the bonnet, and what I say. How cho. Basically, You are just existing entirely to power someone's generator. Is this life? Why do we love slavery? Or a female bishop. Look at this. Imagine the poultry farm. Those birds are flying freely, and those are kept in a coop. The ones kept in a coop are happy. They get to be fed and don't have to do anything. Those who are free also celebrate their freedom. They just crash frequency, appropriate, accurate frequencies. No more DHD. Shanuma no more former consultation grounds one. Yet yakoto ho, yet to free one no money near DHiaba, a biaba new studio ho, a bia new consultation grounds ho, and muampo. Edi diko baby omo asum ebeju omo na me bisa say yen ebi before the important and omo de ayeye. Those who are free impo no one impo and am no mo celebrate omo freedom, but all of them exist so that humans can eat their eggs and meat, as well as the ones flying go about pollinating food plants for human beings. Obiya ye adwuma bi nanso obiya wo freedom. Obibini ukesi ye den. Ada na wonde wo ho kurai. Eye wa no wama kwan ana obi aye obibi. Yemfa ye nibiri nko obi so ana yankasa yende yemfom so ntum ne yenye yadwen se ye be sori. Asema mi kan yina ani. What happened when the birds come to this massive awakening? And no man so mo behu di amene wu Kenya. Ede na ebesi. I know a lot of people have watched this animation and may have seen this theory all over the place. Makachi obroni on westi bisika da. Sade oye no nyamfa so on westi bisika da. I would say the key moral is that exploitation is unavoidable. And I make me say pain. To me yi pain in fi wabra bomu da. To me yi su fi wabra bomu da. But you're stupid if you refuse to learn how to manage them. Life happens. And you may see. But say what's not so the BNC you should learn how to manage it, because everything that is happening in this world, whether good or bad, needs just that one thing, and that thing is management. That is what a black man lacks. And that to be free or succeed in this world, you can't avoid being hypocritical or cyclical. It happens. I tell people, in fact, as you are watching me right now, and then I see you say untimi, I say kokun. Life happens. Just tell yourself that you are going to restart. No need crying over a spilled milk. Tell yourself whatever it is, what life goes on. Just learn how to manage the situation and restart. Because if you are not afraid to die, you should not be afraid or scared to fight. This is what Africa is not doing. That is why we are here. We are like this with everything we have. There is a street saying that goes like, salary can't make people rich. Almost say we adwuma ne yetua wo ka entimi ma wonya rich nti yenko wiade ana. But yasam omuka, implying that all wealthy people engage in some form of exploitation somewhere. Sa na omaka na sa okay kan ansem we ya wan no no nko gina wo no nko ye adwuma na bosu ye ntua ne ka nti na wo employee omope na omo awia wo no. There is this beautiful young guy who came to the car park and said, Maame Grace, you see why we don't want to get close to anybody and we don't even want to help anybody. Maame Grace, yeah, me nkrofo me to me posty cars nti na nkrofo so mo beto anam say okay, no wahala. Untu me car amfi ha nko. We to me atwa photo bi a wo pe so wo di obi beto a we to me de na botu ya me ka wi a ode the car ko. I'll see you. I don't go there often, but not the Chinese for be baho. No, mo be share Land Cruiser. Omo bob wo bibia obe omo ye test drive ni bibia wo ho any bibia fine. And omo wie ye na Chinese ni so pe no ni omo call ye. Oni omo call ye o. ade echi anapa ye wo hono ma guy bi di Chinese ni nechi wa ba say obefa car no. And I am say yeah, so they called me. I'm me call and I'm say o si otia car ne ka enra. Oni after omo ba ho no mu na omo be ye we ye no. Na oni boy ne call bank na okotia ne kana bisa say utie gu bank account mu ana say utia ne cash. Utia ne cash na bisa say mpacho nti Land Cruiser no pacho anyenye bia woto na he. Oso to ni $60,000. Na me say okay. We are Chinese on ase an. Ukuro mu ye to Land Cruiser $60,000. Say wunim say when you obi wudi mi no. Onfi ankwa bo mebo no. We fra police ma o. Bu ankasa. Ojina wo no osu. Say when so at this point, how do you give another person opportunity? This is not the first time I've seen this line American. And then last week, me catch on says, "So be too when it comes to business, no new business. Say our plan is up, so executing one thing, and will be our business in so a good experience and a business has survived over 20 years, and also another person. Why ya who style be ebi? Inti yen to me pom when ni pabium. Someone opportunity de ma fine boy. When we said the awabeye, akodi obi sika. $60,000. Na me papa no or yes uncle for nti me man dia asem na chikora asem me we anya me business. Uji me na ajewe. Me nka se de onipa ne ye na ye o. But dia me pesa me kyerɛ wo ne se ewiase we no eniyama bebre ye den ewom ena nsɛm a ye keka kyerɛ nkola no so ye encourage om so omonya akromfo se wo pese onye sika pa de agye wafa baabi obi ani wo sika ne sika ne sika kronje. When we say these things to the children, ya ye adwuma bra sika ye gugu fom ya ekɔ be ye de ye hu bi da pacha sa ne ye hu bi da ye keka sa niyama we ekyere nkola no. For Ghanaians especially, we hate rich people. Ye tan nkrofo mo weska Ghana for tan eska for. I'm being honest. That is why nobody wants to help anybody. Obi betimi ahwe keke wo unye ne hwe just because you are welcomed. Obi no ho ye na hike unye ne fio unye ne hwe ye tan esikafo ye tan obi o ye polished ye tan obi a wakọ nanim esen yen nipa ye kyanyaya omo ho ye enu nti ne ye di hia no. When the way Nigeria for no mutumi di sika hye ndwom ehye movie mo pushi nkrofo mo group nketenkete kra no mo pushi omo. When say kroma ye faithful wote ndwom group for obi ho ana asai obi ye say ne ye gu nanim ase che say ye tan esikafo insema ya keka gu yasum no enu nie omo say esikafo so tan ehiafo obi a obe ye careful with poor people no ye de nkrofo de na fam. I'm telling you. One thing I may be changing with social media. Me, I'm so simple and so open. But social media, dear, chere me san crofo no mo ko be a group. Me nya ne hweo. Omo ko be a group. Me say ma mo fa me din stress rade me mpe group enu ani o. Obi skura se ma ambo ni din e wo platform no so wa chro e comment. Ma ambo ni din enu nti enu nie. Obi se ma amfre number platform no so enu so koti group. Donkey way e di me see group no edidi matem. Me ma yet say Pentecost for asore no. Asore ni mu na prophet e wo Ghana nyina afiri baaye. Ba wo be ye prophet na wo ye pe na o magye o mu gya afiri nsam. Na o mu gye o gya afiri nsam so a wo ye den wo be kolo. Samahu ayi munko bi so wusu tabiri. Pentecost for gye o mu gya. Kam be bo Maame bi di say munko bi sa no na ye heyi Pentecost for gye o mu gya. Wo be fashi. Wo me fancy ha. The point I'm trying to make is that moma yankasa yenye nokore ma ye ho. Na ye appreciate obi a wakọ enim obi o ma ye that small hand no hold ye up no mama ye appreciate so that we can all be lifting each other. Make catch your plane no matter how powerful you are usika wo nyina we enye hie ni na adwuma ne nkoso wo hie ni ne soso said ya wotie bia wonim bibi bi esesekani no na anye na adwuma no wantua wo ka so ho nto nti we should understand this say obi a tiase e ma no nyonko nipa. It is inherent that when we see wealthy and successful people who have broken this hard work genes, we hate them in our hearts and wish them evil. So that is why people capitalize on that hatred we have for successful African people to set them up in very difficult situations. It will be African in an awakodi kokonsa. Ne ya bechi ni anu wa ha no de ko. Omo ba na omo bechi ni so ade a ote wono no so saa ade ni bia na oyo no kodi kokonsa no. Nti omo ba na omo bechi na fe ontumi nka, ontumi mboa ni nua na ogina wo na odi ni nua ko. I always say this, they may say there are people who can never defend you in public because of what they said about you in secret. They can never defend you in public because of what they've said about you in secret. Because me pa ba kun din konkonsa. Baby, I will cut in konkonsa na obeka chere mo wo koye den wo. Ya uti ye bi afa konka chere me. The universe is watching and it rewards, and I believe in that. Yes, and know that, not just like I know. Nti yenya ye be yi ye ho ama, ye be sese nipa na obi nchi obi no mfa nko, eninti ne yete de ayeti. Me se woti abrochire na nka hu Ghana ni se ofa ntoma na udwane, nso nka nsese eba ne sa. Ka hu Ghana ni ana waboa no, akobo nipa ye wie. Nsam no de bitwo, nti uye den na wunya akoma pati ni de bua nipa. How do we grow? How do we grow with such a condition? Uye ni ye no dani wechi ya no do si wopoto no se enye se waye ni bibie o wo ma ni sika ni mpo so onya ade no na wo de be ma ono ano na odi wabro onim se odi no ho abro ye yetimu nie wo se wo bu abusuafo ombedi ukodwo to wo bofom wi a se wo ye adwuma na abusuani bi ani wo be kwa akoye bi o but problem bia to wo mo ano ma so ano mo de abro nso adwuma de wo mo mfo mo nsanye wo koka se wo ni bi nso ano mo de wo na say ye boy ye bra senya ye ko ana ye ba se mo African problems na e wo no ye pese ye nyina ye ntena wan gatem obi ye ne mu so opie pe ye kan no. I mean, when a poor person is arrested for alleged crimes, we want to defend them and make sure they are thoroughly investigated. We fight for justice for the ones who are down in the poverty pool with us. Omuna yebe, oh, and away, and oh, me pesa open masem. I would remember myself, me arrogant, me don't worry. And you won't na me kofan to magwashe. Na me that the same cemetery so to prove a point. I can't do that. But we get excited in our hearts when a rich man is suddenly caught up in some crime report. Sikafo de ye pese obi o wo sika obuani o ye sika duro ojiji moja no ye bema emwa aye den ama ye gokuro nim eno ye say obi betumi asori akoka asema wonni mo hwe just because enka wo ho na ojiji 55 cedis na obre ubi na wa order go here na nka wa ma odan na wudem na ochiro so we akwa awusu kobi o ye say wusu ye say wanya wo ye ne tamfo yire nti. How do we get up there? The edu suru ho ne ye tan. The matter is, what if the person is being framed for these crimes by the same people who hated to see others prosper or gain true freedom from creating energy for entities to feed on? Sometimes me ankasa me teme ho asem ni bibo na me say nde me a me ana ma asem na omo ka na e masem na omo ka nso me say na ye me a na me masem ni na me ni mu hwekura. You see that woman, they cut in stomach top. Oh, them say they carry this thing go here. That's why they build. They do this. And I'm like, because I was sitting right there by the Momo guy. And I'm going to come and say, so nipa nani man na me peja mata de no course na me say, because asabana family ama mi refi mu se mi jina kurum. Me sure me yefunsu say na me yefunsu ye ntwa me wa abs so train my stomach. I have abs mo amu me wajim say mu ana my ass tied there down. I have abs baby I clean ma wo bebre so me say that kra me yefunsu ye clean nti where they cut for me where I carry things I know see things before. This is how Ghanaians can obi a obon ho model no ombetimi di na ba fom ye kasa ya dwene the way ye hu niama any the way ye timi fremu niama nka ye tumi fremi religions an ye yi free yakọ ya ka ye hu yi but ye nipa ekosoro a eno de ye time ye mpe kra unya atamfo ni bebrebe saa na asem bi kakra obi di asem bi to so a wenum asem kra ye ntie ti so bi be say wa so easy because already no we create pool of haters. This theory illustrates how building entire worlds to serve one's own needs will inevitably lead to hatred and rebellion as the oppressed beings uncover their own agency and value. This is the problem. From an esoteric and spiritual perspective, this represents the New Age awakening theories of Gnosticism and the concept of the demiurge. So, in Gnostic traditions, the demiurge, who is the god of many religions, is actually a flawed, arrogant, and a blind creator god who engineered the material world. We've done this also on this platform. You can search for it. Please kindly add the episode for them. This parasitic god of religion thinks he is the supreme being, but he is actually ignorant of the higher spiritual realities because he's a blind god. He is a petty god who creates a material trap for lower beings. Yes. And then say, you can have a mansion. Na utim. Omo moti around the name fa wo ho. Na utu gata na tu adu ha. Say nsuo ne mfa omo ni sika omo de betu gata na. Ebeba be fa wo akọ. Ebe shock you say da na nsuo ne beto no na omo nyina omo kura ni fie. Wo na be fa wakọ. We na me try say mo ma ye ntwem ni yi ya dwene fi so na sa anyame so na mwate aboso. Nti me ye den kasa kire wo ma utie. He can use his trap to attract higher beings, causing them to lose their memories and feed on their energy. This is what they do. We are in a material prison called Earth. Esoterically, our physical body is the battery. Souls are trapped in a cycle of reincarnation and labor, generating energy, emotional, spiritual or physical, for entities residing in higher dimensions, often referred to as esoteric law as archons. I have done archons full episode, well detailed. I am the only person who have done that. In fact, on the entire social media, when I did the archons, Gaia started doing it. They stopped. Oh yeah. Most of you will remember when we started the Gnostic teaching some years ago, and I spoke about the archons. And no makano. Obi akra nka ho bi, untumi nkampo, unni what it takes to talk about it. Inti eno de omo nka entities aye title omudin a me na me first African. My no me detailing no properly 100%. I editorial no complete. E dia to social media so. The archons and Anunnakis. The Anunnakis need there. Omo was some toy information on social media. To me, for 4 years, but the archons till now, nobody has said thing about them because you don't have what it takes. And information in me, social media, and so like that. The theory we are discussing this evening serves as a powerful dark mirror of our actual global economic and existential systems. We constantly hear Ghanaians abroad talk about how citizens in these developed nations enjoy access to technology, cheap clothing, and fast energy. Abrochewa, enye se obi apew, hwe se wo so pese wo relocate back ebetena Ghana. The indiscipline is the first thing that will drive you back. I'm telling you, we are so indisciplined. The debt, the noise, oh my God. And yes, baby, but the system no is well set. We are little effort. You are comfortable. But I am a patch out. So about be a man banko school. Unya opportunities na uko school. The only thing I will be to me a fair free one maba. And a macatron. Scanning the air who I did. You could throw down a macatron. The truth is, these things are often powered by underpaid workers whose demanding, time-consuming labor fuels the wealth of a tiny elite class. This is it. This is your position. Big companies are introducing technology to bypass manual labor. In Tinkahanes Africa, for you started prepare your ahead. Yet wo, ye bia yet wo. God takra ye betima insuo ni beton ye ntimu nto ho. Insuo na tawie ne ye tim agugun kon so ye say 1 year no nsan ko go back na insuo ni nsan befa yen. Eno ne yeto ne ya san chiche sika se no ye waste no. Ba we mu de sei no mu de omo ye omo de. Mo bi en dream say me pa kire say omo ye sa de no mu nim nyansa. I'm not even saying that. I said God temu titi kura ye nti ne what town council company no and I say system no wa ha. Ana me boa. Ehunidie de ye efi nya ade pa. But the way we approach it and how the monies can be wasted, you know. And no na ya na me I don't anyways. We na can say yetimi show because see any amesesa. People have started saying say a time is coming na nipa hu hia biu. Obi so aka mama te say obi panimu bi akokora bi British akokora bi amene ni di nkomo. Oka kire me say beduru ba bi ni nipa hia sika biu. And I'm like, how? And no chire me mu na me say wow. This is how high some people are thinking. What are we doing here? And then the fact is, this only creates a smaller version of the same exploitative system the gods and the oppressors have placed us in. Baby omode yayashe. Say ye nyami o, say yo oppressor o, say yo bromi o, so yo sofo odi wuso market woman wuso. Ni nyina container kuro ye mu no omode yayashe. In our world, technology promises liberation, but often changes the form of our labor. Be anywhere you free. We invented computers to save time, yet people now work longer hours, constantly plugged into the grid, generating data and attention systems that power giant tech conglomerates. On a personal level, the concept hits on the modern existential crisis. Many people feel like small wheels turning only to create energy in a massive machine they cannot control. Say no more again. When we wake up, our third eyes open and we come to full disclosure or realize that our universe is just a battery. Say it to me, nyanya. Understanding. We are just a mechanism inside the battery that makes it work. We are likely to experience intense existential dread the day we get here. The day we get here. In the real world, when people realize their societal purpose is mostly to consume products and pay taxes, they face a similar crisis of meaning. Ultimately, most people choose to keep pressing pause because then life becomes a huge scam to feed unseen entities. Life becomes too terrifying to follow the metrics. You are watching Spiritual Hour with the Goddess, and we are discussing THANATOS. And so what happens? To better explain this to you, I want to tell you about a news story I saw about a law in the Netherlands. Today's episode, you should be very intelligent to understand. The new age of awakening is happening in these European and Asian countries. In Africa, we take great pride in marriage and in raising a family. Africa. A young woman must distinguish herself and honor her family by marrying and raising a family. At a particular age, having children is a mark of success in the indigenous African surroundings. Is a must for you. But in Europe, young people are increasingly waking up to see the system for what exactly it is. Say, me ko ware, me ko wusa. Nkola nkra before na ya wo mo ni bia start ka say, The new age has brought so many theories of awakening that people are questioning the very reason for living at all. Sisi nkola na eba no. Tina me se nka moma yen de ya ka de se ya san awie. Tinka moma yen biebie no kore ne so na nka yen wuma nkola na nka nkola ne ndi omo. Hwe se de awudi abrochira bofra gina wo no ne maame kasa. Obebisa ne fact. Ntumi nka nkyere ne so nkotwa ntro ne wakotwa am. Yede ye ma no kokokora ye njai omo no mo nsu nyini. Ne ye de system ne show omo so ne ye nso ye na efie so na mofra ne nti efe nche bia na drugs no mate atom no mo ye. Understanding ni ho. Omu awakening no in a different level. Otan ni enye ompese ohu angel, enye ka asem, o hwe ne ho aye comfortable, waye okay. Practicing mindfulness. Oni obi e ni ntokwa, onkodi nkonkonsa. Ewo baabi a wako okotire ni hu koloso no. Oni time. Ba yen de minim the way ayete ase. Je se wo kan awakening na nye dudo na obi no ma na obi atwa circle na obi to ayewa na obi to posi na obi twa chese mi hu. Is so disheartening. This existential crisis has resulted in low birth rates and lower marriage rates in many European and Asian countries. Awakening no when America no attachment sanyama we nyina, but the way we understand awakening is different. So different. Just we are awakening say we be waniso. Awakening is about content and be simple and easy. Loving everybody, free life. You don't hold nothing against anybody. This is awakening. Kakrabia will be a so when you are not looking for angel, looking for car. Says many who are awakening. I don't know. Young people have realized that their parents were programmed with movies about love, marriage, and jobs so much that people worked so hard to take care of their children. People fought for the people they loved and sacrificed so much only to realize it's all to feed a system that has zero benefit for their lives. Zero. The other day now I was thinking and I'm like, Name Krano, what's up? Maame for pamuchao. Muton tade ne na mo hwe mofra na munto aduane a mopendi. Munto de amokondo na monhye. Papa fo munto bie chese wo be breast ata ma mofra ne be yeye no mbehwe no wu. What's the point? We are working for a system of brebebrebe. No wa wade nipa ne siwtiri so tutu wutiri ho. When you become awakened and on time obi o, you can have a partner in actual fact. Is it by force to sleep in a room with one person for the rest of your life? All this for what? What is the point? What is the point? This is awakening. In fact, waking up from the matrix makes you see life as pointless. This has resulted in a serious mental health issues and a lack of will to subject oneself to any form of system program. When you become awakened, double. Young people don't want to work. Just a woman who said, I was talking to my son, and I make a challenge and say he should not buy luxury car. Come in, You see, you should not buy a luxury car when you are coming up. Buying the car is one thing. What maintenance will do to you? The car can actually imprison you. If you are now coming, now car you don't need a luxury car. You're miserable. My one shall be tonka no cry. I'm a baby out. I know your topic for another day. This understanding, when you become awake, like things now, I may say, so be so you awake, no premium. Not you also so ye awake, no ye leader, no so chiramo se muntu tacha. Not like how? Awakening is careless. You find small food, you eat, you make sure the one sitting close to you or not so did. Now you keep going, you forgive, or you do whatever. You keep going, you don't hold the person. This is it. Young people don't want to work again. They don't want to marry. They don't want to have children. Attachment. Are focused on ascension. They don't want to do things that back. We can go deeper into this. The anti and person they don't want attachment. I catch them in man, who are more being yase. Na minim de nisuo ni be ya mame. To if ngu cap mukro nkodware wo ba bia meko. Awakening will make your life so simple and so easy. Your body is the evidence of awakening. Your way of life, how clean are we, how are we donipa. And no, awakening. How you will not do anything to hurt anybody. Yes, they don't want to produce any fuel for the battery to run anymore. What is the point in harboring intense emotions about someone? What is the point? Making love for more emotion, going through more pain to give birth to a baby, suffering to feed and care for that baby, then sickness and diseases that are being created by mega pharmaceuticals to make money also pop in, only to make some religious entities and unknown rulers get energy. What is the point? Waking up to see how education, hospitals, politics, finance, and everything is systematically made by people who created them to feed on humanity. They have created you as a robot to do the work they were created to do. Which amount to nothing but eternal slavery. African in the West, this has created severe mental health issues. System now there are places when you go to a report I saw about the Netherlands says that they even have a law that allows people to end it all through assisted dying. The law is called the euthanasia law. Netherlands. The video I saw was exploring why women in their 20s are opting for assisted suicide. He was so serious. Dying in the Netherlands through this law. Nti abofra 20 years there. When baby out also the theory is that these are vulnerable people who may have awakened to this existential crisis and want to end their own lives. This Dutch system of euthanasia and assisted dying was legalized in 2002 and is now widely accepted in society. I want people in the Netherlands to call me and talk to me about their experiences with this law and how people are using it incredibly. And the ones who are some catch a moment, me baba ko ye fun ejuma o dead body or no didi agro. Say omo is so simple. Omo see omo simple, easy. Enye party, enye huhubia. Omo ye bibia easy. If you don't want this prison, go in peace. Especially those who work in the healthcare sector, because doctors are the ones who perform assisted dying for patients, especially those suffering unbearably with no sign of improvement. Inti bakas and crofo wo ma ye boni ana. So bi kwasa ahu hi anim. No mama na ewu ana. Abusia kasa bebrebe a mi kan nyina eye den. E kire se mama ye gya niam afo. Niembo each other. No matter what, you will die. Se wo bi, se wo ni bi, ohia ni ewu, osikani ewu, obi abewu. Obi yare, ne ho beto no obi anyare obewu. What's the point here? The bag girl back on your bam or magazine. I say, ma pa, we are say they say now see person will buy me. Me pay oh, na me say oh me bay. Magazine, you are watching me. I send you love. I say I know the person will be fear. But I don't blame Magazine because a Christopher or heaven cramp. Person will be accident crazy now. Your motor came out. Tons now. Yawa. Cremoforms or more heavy. Or cry a dechen, so still, at the hospital. There is a growing international concern regarding the interpretation of this euthanasia law, specifically regarding psychiatric cases in young people. Sometimes not you see, first people, especially our young ones, have a reason to live. Marry, have children, get a nice car, build a house, retire happily, and enjoy. When all this makes sense to you, you will live life day after day. One day at a time, sweet. Oh, yes, but a Christopher, only do 1 day at a time. The biomu be send me visa any car. Working and trying to achieve all these things. Oh, brave na me pe na je wo fi obi ansi dan da what 2 bedrooms wa me ensa. What o car Opel Toyota Camry muti mukọ adwuma ba oba bi anyare. E dey wealth e na chengui. Ti bebrebe yi ene sen awcho. Bebrebe anything. You would want to use such a law to end your life because you have aspiration of work, family, and other things. But after cracking the code and waking up to the delusions of the system, they see no sense in living to create wealth for elite or suffering from a disease to make the pharmaceutical industry rich. While our concerned unseen entities are feeding on your energy, they see no sense in this. But the Christopher, they don't understand. Knowledge, you know what form. Me know quite another level. So I want you to glitch into this episode deeply for me. Because I want us to climb another ladder. Me catch them who say the chaos no is stable. You're trying the handing over no. Maybe August and September things will start to change. Who business be you can start to do it. Mean to make you can't say any amano. But when crofu yale a late if we no one ala coin. Why you introduction won't hand over we since our letter colors now mishi ana penny bria say now while I'm a cancer matchro nyansa kwando into sahanyama we. When we come to understand you being such as brainy in a fasoni when menko and time me for these people. Maybe all come make be actually but when you me time for me share when ne. Guy be a omoko yo show. A heya studio hire mo betina set no so am ba straight me interview we are now we the interview no mo ye me no mo de me kotena o guest o ni bibia o. No mo kotena o no mo didi matem. Me nya na hwe isu me hu ni poda. Omo didi matem no so wie ni guest na omo ni netina wo didi na tem no fa phone na o ka kire yen wo office ho na omo ka kire me na me say yen fa me ho na me shia me hu no traffic mu me friend I will call you enya wo na wo be draw me back o ka bia chiro because wo no bia sa but me nya wo tamfo me ka wie na o chena me shia wa me frɛ o that's me o ehu hia say ye be masa nti na ya menti ase de ekoso ye social media so tokwa the white are using the social media wisely o ye ha na de ye go obi ani masem se che no munchi ka kire maami we say no ho bon hey like seriously that thing pay me omo ina me ni momo but I mean a woman who support a woman is a woman who Denti na ube kasasa. And she feels she's a hero. Wow. Really? When they played the video and I saw it, I was like, wow. Really? Abusia? Like, what is life for? abrabɔ no kora yɛ den abusua. If you live in the Netherlands, I am not saying go to the hospital and demand euthanasia. I'm not saying that. I beg you. In case ko wa na oba ha owo no so yɛ den a wo bewu. Just take life easy. And then serious like her life happened. In case please let's wait. Who dey mean who answer? To me, this law is dangerous in this era because an awakening is underway and people are unmasking the lies and injustices behind the world's system. When would you make sure? So such a law provides a potential overdose of the law. Let's do this again next week. Me will be big catch-all. Like I said, we are going and I another level. In the episode, no, share 2-3 times. Nafa questions, no, egu on patch questions ni me munye drew so that may roll it back to Maame Gracie's take. Na ma answer them. Patcho. So also baby Sam is all confident and anonymous and anonymous. Me jindi sa me ancestor ni ja mi bibia na ni moja ewo mi mu mi furu meto ani furu maso enne ne hwene a waja me se me ancestor nti me ye no nti me hu so waja mi bibia dan data me ko frɛ no but me ye bibi di ahye na nuonyam oda na daka ne mu otwa no ho se awurade me nana ni saa na ye ancestors no omu hu me na saa no omu feel about me aha na mde obesi nti na oba so obekumi aba beto omu ho ombetwetwa wani so ama ho ebe fa o se rapture makram